Hello student, today's lecture is all about total synthesis of reserpine. This is our third molecule from the paper CHO 5401, that is chemistry of natural products. So this is very classic synthesis of reserpine by R.B. Woodward. But before that we will discuss about the reserpine. Reserpine is a drug used for the treatment of high blood pressure, hypertension, insomnia and so on. So this is very important molecule in the pharmaceutical field, and it is very classical example of compound which are derived from the natural product. So this compound is isolated in 1952 from the dried root of Raufelia serpentina, that is Indian snake root, or in Marathi or in Sanskrit we call it Sarpagandha. So from the Sarpagandha, reserpine is isolated, and its first total synthesis was carried out by R.B. Woodward in 1956. The results are published in Journal of American Chemical Society and Tetrahedron in 1958 and 1956. So friends, this is the structure of reserpine. It have pentacyclic ring system and a side chain. Its molecular formula is C33H40N2O9. So this is a very complex natural product which is synthesized by R.B. Woodward and co-workers. So let's see the retrosynthesis of reserpine. So molecule is divided roughly in three parts: the upper one, the middle part, and the side chain. So if we go for the detailed retrosynthesis, we get upper part and middle part like this, and lastly is the side chain. So these are the three key intermediate we need to prepare, or RB Wood and co-worker prepared and join them together to form the reserpine. So our first task is to get this molecule, and then the middle one, and then lastly the attachment of side chain. So let's go for the part 1, or synthesis of this type of tryptophan like molecule or indole derivative. So friends, part 1 start with the 4-methoxy 2-nitroaniline. Its treatment with NaN2HCl will make this NH2 a good leaving group, and then formation of oxime by treatment of NH4OH, that is hydroxylamine hydrochloride, and formaldehyde. So formaldehyde and NH2OH will form this C double bond NOH, that is oxime derivative. This oxime derivative is hydrolyzed to aldehyde. Okay, this is hydrolysis is carried out in presence of ammonium ferrous sulfate and water. So once we get this CHO group, the CHO group is treated with ammonium acetate and nitromethane. Nitromethane contains acidic proton, and formation of carbanion will attack on the carbonyl carbon, and we get nitrostyrene derivative from this reaction. This nitrostyrene derivative is then treated with S2PDC. Now friends, once we get the S2PDC and in acidic condition, two things happens. There is a reduction of this NO2 and reduction of this NO2, whereas cyclization to form this indole derivative. This is very famous reaction and known as Limb-Gerber-Bachacho indole synthesis. Okay, let's see the mechanism of this Limb-Gerber-Bachacho synthesis. So this is the mechanism. Instead of NH2 we have this cyclic amine over here, but don't confuse with this. We have nitrostyrene. So after reduction it will form the NH2. This will become NH2. So we have this NH2 and NH2 over here, and this is the now in the enamine form, which on treatment with acid will form the iminium ion. This iminium ion is attacked by this NH2 group and forms a ring. Again, when we treat it with the acid, then this NH2, in our case there is NH2 over here, it leaves as ammonia, and we get this kind of again iminium derivative. The aromatization is carried out in presence of water, and then we get the indole derivative. So this is very famous indole synthesis by Limb-Gerber and Bachacho. So once we get this indole derivative, treatment with the phosgene, that is COCl twice, then we get this kind of derivative. As you know that there is electrophilic substitution carried out at 3 position in indole, we get attachment of phosgene derivative over here. Then treatment with ammonia will replace this chlorine easily and forms the amide derivative. The reduction with the strong reducing agent like lithium aluminum hydride in reflux condition, THF, will reduce all the keto and amide derivative, and we finally get this CH2 NH2 indole derivative. Okay, so this is the first part is completed. Now we will go for the next part and then joining of this first and second part to get the third part. Okay, now the second part is started with the aldol Diels-Alder reaction. What is meant by Diels-Alder reaction? Reaction between diene and dienophile we studied. So friends, stereochemistry is very important here. As the CO2 Me is outside, it is is above the plane, and the molecule is approaching from the behind the plane. So we get this kind of cis fused geometry and CO2 Me above the plane. The next reaction is MPV reduction using aluminum isopropoxide. So what it will do? It will reduce this kind of benzoquinone derivative. Okay. So most of the time student confuse between hydroquinone and benzoquinone. So friends, hydroquinone and benzoquinone are the same molecule. You can call it hydroquinone. I will say quinone or benzoquinone. So this is a quinone molecule which is reduced with the help of aluminum isopropoxide. So friends, once the reduction is done with this carbonyl group, then there is a attack of this free OH on the ester molecule, and there is a leaving group OMe will leave, and we get the lactone ring system like this. Okay, another OH is reduced like this, so there is no other reaction with OH. But once we treat this molecule with Br2, there is a reaction or bromination reaction, and this OH is involved in that bromination reaction. It will attack over this carbon, or I will say double bond, and then double bond will attack on the bromine molecule. So what we will get? This oxygen will attack over here, and we will get bromine attachment over here. So these two things happen when we treat this molecule with Br2. So this is a another type of bromination. There is no change in the this double bond, but this double bond we will react with again NBS in the next step. Before that, this bromine which is attached over here is replaced by OMe in the SN1 fashion. So the same side OMe is attached. So Br is now replaced with OMe by nucleophilic substitution. Once we replace this Br with OMe, the next bond, double bond, is treated with the NBS and H plus, that is H2SO4. What will happen? It will form, it's a bromohydrin over here. So you know the simple mechanism of bromohydrin formation in presence of NBS. This is structure of N-bromosuccinamide. It will provide Br, and we get the bromonium ion over here. This bromonium ion, when hydrolyzed with the water molecule, we get OH attachment on the next carbon. So this is how we get the bromohydrin formation when we treat the double bond in presence of NBS and dilute H2SO4, or we will say H2SO4 and water. So we get now bromohydrins. Now this OH is oxidized to keto when it is treated with the CrO3. It's a very famous reaction and known as Jones oxidation. Now what we get? We get this keto, or I will say alpha bromo keto compound. Then when this alpha bromo keto compound is treated with Zn acetic acid, the dehydrohallucination reaction happen. Dehydrohallucination, that means removal of H and Br. So how this compound is converted to this compound? Let's see. The simple mechanism for the dehydrohallucination in presence of Zn acetic acid is like this. Zn metal will react with the bromo and we get this kind of complex. And now as Zn have the positive charge, this electron lone pair will come over here, and another molecule of another atom of Pr will remove, and we get double bond. But in our case we have Br over here, and then this kind of oxygen containing ring system is over here. Okay, so this ring will open when we treat Zn acetic acid. We get ZnBr over here. This bonding pair will come over here, and now this epoxide type, or I will not say epoxide, but oxygen containing ring system will open, and it will become OH over here. Okay, then we get double bond over here as we seen in the previous mechanism. So we get double bond over here and opening of this oxygen containing ring system to form the OH over here. Okay, so this is the role of Zn acetic acid when we treat it with this molecule. So friends, this is how we get this part. And now treatment with the CH2N2 diazomethane to form this OH to CO2Me. Okay, now this COOH is formed when we treat Zn acetic acid. So this Zn acetic acid is act as a reducing agent, and it will reduce this lactone ring system, and we get H over here and another H over here. Okay, so this is how this lactone ring system is hydrolyzed or reduced to COOH, and we get another H over here. So these two things happen with the Zn acetic acid. First one is dehydrohydrogenation or opening of this ring system, and reduction of this lactone ring system. Now this COOH is converted to COOMe by treating it with the diazomethane. So COOH is now converted to CO2Me, whereas the ring is opened and we get this double bond and OH over here. This OMe is already there. So this is how we achieve this molecule. Now next reaction with this molecule is treatment of acetic acid. So friends, as you know that there is a free OH over here. When we treat it with the acetic anhydride and pyridine, it will convert it to the OAC. Now we get OAC, OMe and CO2Me over here. The next step is very important, and reaction with the this kind of double bond. So treatment with OSO4, okay, osminium tetroxide, it will form the diol with this double bond. We get diol over here. Okay, this is very famous reaction and simple mechanism, so I will not go for the mechanism over here. KMnO4, OSO4 have same type of diol formation mechanism. Now the next step is formation of HiO4, okay, or a reaction of HiO4, that is periodic acid. This is again a oxidant, and it will oxidize this diol and convert it to the CHO and CO2H or COOH. So this is very simple mechanism I have here, but instead of periodic acid I have sodium derivative. Okay, so what happens with this periodic acid, it will forms a complex, and this complex will oxidize this double bond to corresponding keto or acid derivative. So in our case, this OH is converted to aldehyde, and this again converted with the converted to the aldehyde. But friends, as it forms diketo over here, it will further hydrolyze, and this OH now become the COOH over here. Okay, by treating this molecule with HiO4, two things happens. This will convert to CHO, and then diketo is hydrolyzed, and it will give us CO2H or COOH over here. And this CH2 is nothing but this CH2. Okay, this CH2 is over here. So we get CH2 COOH and this CHO. This carbon is oxidized or removed in the form of CHO or formaldehyde. Now when this molecule is treated with diazomethane, again it will convert this acid derivative in the ester derivative. So in 60s and 70s, diazomethane is very famous reagent for the conversion of acid to ester. But friends, this is very explosive reagent. So nowadays, the use of diazomethane is reduced in the laboratory. So conversion of acid to ester is achieved by treating it with the diazomethane. So this is how we achieved the part second or second molecule or second key intermediate. Now our job is to join these two molecule which is synthesized in the part 1 and part 2. Okay, now for joining these two molecule, what we will do or what RB Woodward and co-worker did, they just treated this NH2 with this aldehydic carbonyl. As you know that both the moiety are reactive in presence of just benzene at room temperature, they will form this ship base or imine. They will form this ship base or imine. Now, reduction of this imine or ship base with the help of sodium borohydride in methanol, it will convert this into CH2 NH2. But when we reflex it, another reaction forms over here. This formed NH or secondary amine will attack on the carbonyl of this ester and forms a six membered ring. Okay, you can see here this NH2 is attacked on the CO2Me, and now OMe is leaving group and the CO group or carbonyl group is attached to this nitrogen. Now we get this kind of six membered amide or lactam ring system. Now when we treat it with the POCl3, that is it's a Bichler-Naprax reaction of formation of quinoline. Okay, so when we treat it with the POCl3, as you can see here, this carbonyl become OH and we get again six membered ring over here. Okay, now there is a joining of or attack of this indole derivative over here to form the six membered ring over here. Okay, this six membered ring or iminium ion will then reduced with the help of NaBH4. We get H over here, so and lone pair on the nitrogen. So friends, once we did the reduction, we get hydrogen over here, but this geometry is not correct for the reserpine. So in the next few reaction we are going to change this stereochemistry over here. But before that, treatment with the KOH in presence of H2O methanol, that is a simple hydrolysis of this ester. Okay, now we form this pentacyclic ring. So now we are coming over here. This ester molecule is hydrolyzed with the help of KOH and water to COOH. But before doing any reaction, there is a DCC coupling between this OH and COOH. Okay, we need to mask this to change the stereochemistry of this hydrogen. So how the masking is done? This there is a DCC reaction, that is the coupling between OH and COH is carried out and we get this kind of lactone ring system over here. There is a simple masking of this OH and COH group over here. Then treatment with the tertiary butyl carboxylic acid in presence of xylene, it will convert this stereochemistry to, or it will isomerize this molecule from this to the another. Okay, so let's see what is isomerization done. So isomerization converted this below hydrogen to the above hydrogen. Now we can unmask this ester again. So treatment with the NaOMe will attack over the carbonyl group and this bond will break. So we get again CO2Me and OH free. So to convert this H from below plane to above, we have masked this COMe and OH. Now friends, the last part of the reserpine synthesis is joining this side chain with the OH. As is acid chloride, I will say trimethoxy benzoyl chloride. It will easily, the OH will easily attack over here, and chlorine will leave as a leaving group, and finally we get the reserpine as a final molecule. So this is a very classical synthesis, and for the master student I will say you must learn many things from this reserpine synthesis by R.B. Woodward. So I request you guys to write the mechanism and the molecule in on the one page and submit it as assignment. Okay, so this is very important part of organic synthesis or natural product synthesis. So friends, if you want to go in the detail, go for the research paper by R.B. Woodward, that is two papers from JAX and one paper from tetrahedron. So these are the references for the total synthesis of reserpine by R.B. Woodward. So if you have any doubt regarding synthesis of reserpine, feel free to ask me. Thank you.